Planos bruscos. Aquí lo tenemos. El Dr. Jenkins. Hijo de perra.
Good evening, sir. I'm Peter Wright.
Well, interesting. Right as in wrong, is it? So what's wrong? Are you in pain?
Bueno.
Something not all right?
Oh, yeah, everything is perfect. It's only that...
What's wrong with your posture, Mr. Wrong? No backbone, no drive? Ever served in the army?
La traducción hace del chiste algo un poco sin sentido, pero bueno. Right es bien, estar bien en inglés, que es el apellido de Peter. Y él dice de wrong, que es malo, algo contrario, vamos.
I would like to ask you a question.
Well, please be brief. I'm on duty.
What exactly is it that you do here?
Are you blind? Or deaf? Or totally stupid? I'm suspecting all three. I'm the onboard doctor. I make sure pampered little weaklings like you get back into shape.
So you are the responsible doctor on board. Does that mean you are something like a fitness trainer?
Fitness, yes. A healthy mind needs a healthy body, if that means anything to you. And it looks to me as if you could need to do a bit of sport.
I actually feel as if I'm in pretty good shape right now.
That's the most common mistake. Nobody is in good shape here. You might imagine that you're fit, but in reality, you're a weak little psychological wreck. If not, you wouldn't be here, would you? Make sure you get a couple of drinks in you so that you at least seem to be a halfway normal human being.
That's a pretty harsh military-style tone you use here.
I was staff doctor for the 12th Airborne Division of the Union Forces, if that means anything to you.
Yeah, I've heard about that unit. If I recall this correctly, there was a scandal about the crushing of the uprising in 2036, torture and so on. And it was broadcasted that some of the officers would be disciplined and involuntarily transferred to a different post.
That's nonsense. Lies made up by unpatriotic communists and terrorists. The 12th Airborne Division of the Union Forces is the pride of the Army. Freaks like you owe it to people like us that you can keep your behinds lying by the pool here. Because we're the ones who have protected your freedom from our nation's enemies.
Yeah. Well, of course, but how did you happen to end up here?
I was ordered here by some ignorant, corrupt committee that had probably been infiltrated by anarchists and Luddites.
Then you were transferred involuntarily too, right?
That's enough, Wrong. You're insulting an officer.
Can I ask you something else?
If you must, but make it quick.
It's regarding this station here. How do I get into Sector B?
Sector B really isn't your concern, right?
But what the heck is going on there?
In Sector B, right, experiments are conducted under outer space conditions. As far as I know, they're developing medication there, at the expense of the state, to make the lives of sick psychopaths like you even easier. The area is sealed off. It has no atmosphere, and there is only one emergency key for the main lock.
Have you ever been in there?
Are you mad, man? Do you think I want to end up in jail?
What is in these cocktails?
Why? Don't you like them? That is a wonder of chemistry, right? The latest drug for paranoid schizophrenia. Gets rid of 100% of your crazy ideas and replaces them with 100% normal ones. In 4 weeks, you'll be a functioning member of society again. Be happy that you won't be annoying everyone around here with all this conspiracy nonsense anymore.
I would like to leave.
You want to leave? Are you totally nuts, man? You're staying here until you've got your damn psychiatric problems under control. And I'm warning you, you better make some progress soon. Otherwise, you'll find out what I'm like when I'm really angry. Is that clear?
Does that mean you're holding me here against my free will?
Pay close attention, Private Wright. It's not simply that your will isn't important. It is, in fact, the main problem. Your will is a part of your imagination, and therefore, a part of your sickness.
Sickness? I'm not sick at all.
Have you seen UFOs, right?
I've only...
I'm asking you a question. Have you seen UFOs?
something like that.
Do you feel persecuted?
Well...
Are you depressed? Isolated socially? Dependent on alcohol? Does your life revolve around chat rooms? Are you obsessively chasing after a crazy idea?
That's not how I would...
Aha! See, let me guess. With you, it's different, right? Paranoid schizophrenia. You are a sick man. And as long as I'm in charge of the medical corps here, you'll get better. Is that clear?
On what legal grounds is this station operating anyway?
Legal grounds? What's that supposed to mean, wise ass? After all, you've come here voluntarily. Am I right? I mean, you did take part in the Lunar 5 lottery, didn't you?
In a certain way, yes, but I didn't know that...
You mean you didn't read the full terms and conditions of business of the Lunar 5 company?
And it says there that you can hold me here?
It states there that you will spend your vacation under competent medical supervision, and that everything possible will be done for the maintenance and restoration of your physical and mental health. That's the service we offer you, right?
That's all just great, but I don't want your service.
That's symptomatic of psychotics, right? Psychotics are simply not capable of understanding their condition. But I'm a doctor. In our documents, it says that you are psychotic, and my admissions interview with you proves it.
What kind of admissions interview? So far, you haven't even...
We're doing it right now.
But...
And according to my diagnosis, we're dealing with a psychotic illness, and you need treatment. As a lottery winner and guest of Lunar 5, you're entitled to receive treatment here. Are you getting the picture?
There is actually something else. Can I ask you something else?
If you must.
Pues parece que ya está.
I would like...
Well,
Sí, utilizas tratando, bla bla.
Can I ask you...
if you must.
Nah.
Well,
Pues ya
fine.
veis,
Have a good rest, right?
siniestro todo esto, muy siniestro. Pero vamos a... Bueno, a descubrir qué más nos rodea, ¿no?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, gorgeous. Well, is there anything I could help you with? Feeling lonely tonight?
Lonely? Oh, yeah, well, depends on how you see it.
I'll take that as a yes. Just like me. So, are you up then for a little adventure?
Adventure? What did you have in mind?
For starters, we could maybe take a dip in the pool. Just you and me. Drink chill cocktails and admire the view of the Earth rotating peacefully outside the window. We could tell each other stories, and then our eyes would meet. And the last guests have already left.
Ah, that sort of adventure. Well, you know, that is very flattering, but I suppose I have to get a little bit more settled in. I'll get back to you on that, okay?
Of course. I can wait. Why don't you start off with a cocktail? They make you feel so incredibly relaxed. It's just amazing.
Yeah, unbelievably relaxed. I found that out already. And how do you like it here?
Oh my gosh. It's just amazing. Only that it's a teensy-weensy bit boring sometimes.
Boring? How come?
Yeah, well, you know, a beautiful, desirable woman like me, in a wonderful, inspiring place like this, longs for some attention every now and then. The kind of attention that a woman would like to receive from a man, if you know what I mean. But now that a fairy granted my wish and sent you here, everything can still happen, right, gorgeous? Have you already tried a few of these cocktails? They are simply...
Amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing. I've never felt so relaxed before. I should have tried these cocktails years ago. It's like you are floating.
Which, in fact, is what we are actually doing. I mean, the station, to be correct.
Our thoughts are floating. Our feelings are floating. And the station is floating. Our whole existence is floating in a sphere of love and devotion. And right now, it is just you and me here. It can't be a coincidence that we meet like this, don't you think?
You could be right on that one.
Oh, so you believe in destiny as well?
There are not too many things I believe in.
But obviously destiny is one of them. Oh, that is so sweet. You are very sensitive, aren't you? I love sensitive men.
What's your name?
Helen. I am Helen. Helen. Hot like hell. Hell-N. You get it?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Helen, hot like hell, has a nice ring to it.
So, you better watch out if you're going to get any closer to me, gorgeous. It's really getting hot. And you might burn your gorgeous fingers on this fire of my passion.
I consider myself warned, Helen.
La traducción ha sido un poco libre también.
Where do you come from, Helen?
From New York. My husband has a PR agency there.
Atención a esto.
Oh, a PR agency. Then he and I are colleagues, so to speak. I work in the communication industry as well.
Is that right? What an amazing coincidence. But you know, Walter's agency is just a terrible, boring place. Their campaigns don't have any liveliness and are totally uninspired. His employees are simply not talented enough. And that climate, of course, kills even the first sign of a good idea immediately.
You might be right on that one.
But enough about that. I haven't set foot in his agency for years, though, now.
By the way, Helen, what did you say your husband's last name was?
Oh, come on. Let's not talk about my husband anymore. I'd rather talk about us. About you and me.
I'm just asking you so I know where not to apply in the future. Just in case I would ever need a new job.
The name of the agency is Greenberg and Winter. If they offer you a job, just run for the next exit, love.
Greenberg and Winter? I should have known.
You see? Our thoughts are already starting to melt into each other. Do you feel our personalities merging? Why don't you come closer and hold me before I float away?
Listen, Helen, you are a very, attractive woman, but your husband is probably a very nice guy, and I don't want to hurt his feelings. May I ask you something else?
Pues esta mujer es la mujer de nuestro jefe.
Is this your first trip up here as well?
Oh, yeah. And I wish I could stay here forever.
Really? Why is that?
It is just so amazing here atop the clouds. And so damn dull and bleak in my empty loft down there. And now that I'm up here, even these terrible nightmares are gone.
How did you get a hold of a ticket?
I won it. I never win anything, but I won at the Lunar 5 lottery. Although I didn't even enter it. Can you believe it? Isn't that amazing? I think that's remarkable.
Absolutely. That's what it is.
And to top it off, I meet such a good-looking young man like you up here.
May I ask you something else? Okay, I have to get going again. Maybe we'll meet up later. It's me again.
No sé si había algo más por eso. Bueno,
Okay.
o sea que había algo más, pero no. Vale, vamos por allí. Los planos aquí desorientan un pelín. Y una conversación más. Señor Stiller. Ahí en la ventana.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello. Fantastic weather, don't you think?
Weather? Well, yeah. If you would call it that. After all, it's just the air conditioning. But it's true. This breeze is pleasantly adjusted.
I do so love being in the great outdoors.
The great outdoors. Well, Well, maybe not that wrong. It kind of has that touch.
May I introduce myself? Samuel Stiller.
I'm Peter Wright. Nice to meet you. Can I ask you something?
Any time, pal.
How do you like it here? How's your relaxation coming along?
I feel as free as a bird flying high up in the clouds.
Is that right? That means you must be feeling great.
I've never felt better. All the worries, hardships, fears are gone, and even the memory of them is starting to fade. I've almost even forgotten what job I once did. Isn't that just fantastic? And you? How are you?
Me? I guess I'm okay.
That does not sound extremely exhilarating, friend. But that will change. Have patience.
And what do you do for a living?
I was a telecommunications engineer at Communications Unlimited.
And that was so exhausting that you would prefer to forget about it?
I told you I can barely remember. I think I had nightmares during the night and the day. I suddenly saw things that didn't exist and was close to going crazy. But that's all behind me now. I am much calmer and look forward to every new day.
And what are you up to now? What are you going to do when your vacation here is over?
I am going to start anew. This vacation here has really opened my eyes and shown me what's really important.
And what would that be?
Relaxing, taking it easy, not having to think, just feel. Enjoying life without having to be afraid. Few Chem products make that all possible.
What are you doing here all day long?
I sit by the pool or in front of the panorama window and think.
And you do nothing else? That is enough for you? I mean, aren't you sometimes in the mood for some activity?
Thinking is sufficient.
What are you thinking of, if you don't mind me asking?
Nothing. I am thinking of a large, beautiful white area. Of nothing. Of purity. The final freedom of thought.
Nothing? The final freedom of thought is to think about nothing?
Yes. Infinite, uniform space. And within it the thought that cannot be held, fastened down, contained. That's freedom. Real freedom.
Interesting point of view. But I have a different stance on this.
That's why you're here, my friend. Your thoughts are a problem. And you can find help for this problem here.
What do you mean with problems? I might need some time to kick back and relax, but other than that, I'm feeling completely...
Terrible. I can see. It's in your eyes.
What about my eyes?
They're full of fear and anger.
Nonsense. I'm just fine.
No, you are not fine. Your thoughts are tormenting you.
There is something else.
Of course, friend.
How long have you been here already?
This is the 8th week. I wouldn't want to miss one single day. Shall we drink a cocktail together?
Oh, not right now, thank you. I just had a cocktail.
You have to drink another one. And another one. And another one. You'll see. These cocktails work wonders.
Yeah, I was able to see that already. Are you here alone?
You are never alone here, my friend. There is always someone here, even if you can't see them. Someone is there for you and looks after you. Everything is so well organized, so safe and so clean. Every day is so predictable. And that is fantastic. You get a wonderful feeling of being secure.
Yeah, that's all right. What I mean is, did you bring someone to accompany you?
The delightful and charming Linda is my wellness attendant while I am here. And when I return home, I will enjoy being on my own. I don't need others who make me feel afraid or try to tell me things. I will be on my own and extremely happy. I always have a bond with someone who understands me. Someone provides for me as if through an umbilical cord.
Now, that sounds actually really a bit, scary.
You haven't been here long, have you?
No.
You will see. It'll all fall into place. You'll soon understand how I feel. and you'll enjoy it.
There is something else.
Of course, friend.
How did you happen to end up here? Could it be that you won the lottery too?
Yes, the lottery. I really hit the jackpot.
Otra más.
I had so much luck. You know, we all win one day.
One could almost get that impression. You know, I won my ticket in the lottery as well.
Really? That is an excellent coincidence. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Fantastic. Where did you get your ticket from?
Somebody gave it to me as a gift. Isn't that heavenly?
A gift? May I ask, from whom?
I got it from a friend. Such a nice gift. She saw that I was not feeling well and wanted to make me happy. She was like a good fairy.
That's wonderful. A close friend of yours?
You could say that. Someone that I haven't known for very long, and who has still become so important for me.
The big, the one, the only one, true love?
Yes, but not what you're thinking. Our relationship is more spiritual.
I've heard it can happen. I'm really happy for you. Honestly.
Qué raro, qué raro.
There is something else.
Of course, friend.
Qué déjà vu.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Ahí está.
Could you eventually help me out here? So far, I'm not really familiar with everything around here.
What's it about?
These cocktails are no good for me. You know, they always kind of like drug me. What can I do about that?
You just have to drink more of it, Mr. Wright. You'll see that these drinks are really good for you.
But I don't really feel sane every time I drink this stuff.
Sure you are. Only then are you really sane. Then you feel like all of us should feel.
I would prefer to stay in control, to be honest.
Ask Dr. Jenkins. He can surely help you more than I can.
Please, listen to me. I just want to leave. Can you help me? I can't stand it anymore to be in this rotating psych ward.
Do you think that we are all mad here?
Well, that's not what I meant by that.
How did you mean it then?
I mean, I'm really happy that at least you found your inner peace here. But something doesn't smell right here, and I have the very intense wish not to participate in this program anymore.
You have to relax, Peter. No one leaves here before their time, and no one wants to go.
Wrong. I want to leave. It was short, and for Christ's sake, a very nice time. I'm totally relaxed and centered already. But now I've had enough. What's up? Are you going to help me or not?
I am best at helping you when I don't help you. Stay a few more days and you'll forget what was worrying you.
But I really don't want to forget anything.
Oh, yes, of course you want to forget something, Mr. Wright. You've had a difficult time, right?
How did you know that?
We've all had a difficult time, but that'll soon be over. Soon.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Can I ask?
Any...
Aquí, cuánto tiempo llevo aquí.
Can I?
Of course.
Vale, es para asegurarme, como esto no está muy bien puesto a veces.
Okay, Mr. Stiller. I'll see you later.
Definitely.
Vale. Bien, aquí tenemos los cócteles. Pillamos uno y observamos.
That's one of those cocktails. Damn stuff. Something's at the bottom. Almost dissolved.
Casi suelto. Uy, qué transporte. Vaya. No sé si Jenkins me dice algo más. Pero sí hablaremos con Linda, que nos hable de estos dos raros
Excuse me,
lobos.
Doctor. It's me again.
I'm not blind, right?
I would like...
Well,
Can I...
if you
Well,
have a...
Vale, hay algo más, pero este tiene que largarse. A ver si hablando con Linda vuelve a su lugar.
Linda, it's me again.
What can I do for you, Mr. Wright?
Please,
Mike?
who is this big woman with a dog over there in the front?
Oh, that is Mrs. Winter, a charming person. She's had a lot of hard knocks in life, that poor woman. But ever since she's been with us, she feels so much better.
She had bad luck? Well, for God's sake, what happened to her?
Dr. Jenkins told me she was once part of a sect. The Lullites or something like that.
Lullets? What's that supposed to be?
You should ask Dr. Jenkins. In any case, she was enslaved by a guru, a crazy guy who preached about the end of the world. She had dreadful delusions and visions. The poor woman must have been in a terrible state. She gave all her money to the guru so that he could do all kinds of crazy things.
Uh-huh. And what would that be?
I believe it had something to do with bomb attacks.
Bomb attacks? Really? That's really unbelievable. Actually, she doesn't really look the part.
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, well, at some point she was flat broke, and she's lucky that someone gave her a lottery ticket.
Uh-huh. She won this vacation in the lottery too, huh?
Yes, of course. She's already been here for 2 weeks, and her hallucinations are gradually subsiding.
Bueno, obviamente se refiere a los luditas, no a los lolitas.
And what's up with this guy? In the jogging suit?
Ah, Mr. Stiller. Sure, that's a difficult case. He's already been here for 12 weeks. He almost belongs to the family.
12 weeks? Holy cow. That's probably pretty expensive for him.
No. He was invited by Cubicam.
Oh, yeah? Invited, huh? For 12 weeks? How come he got that lucky?
Cubicam had declared him as a level 1 guest because he was not satisfied with his first stay.
Is that right? What went wrong? Did he get sick from the cocktails?
They didn't work. After 4 weeks, he was still depressed and moody, just like before his vacation. So his wife sent him back to us.
And Cubichem is paying for the whole thing?
Cubichem guarantees the effectiveness of its products, and Lunar 5 guarantees optimal recreational value for the stay on the station. If the results are not optimal, Cubichem offers its guests a 12-week intensive treatment.
Can I ask you something?
That's...
Vamos, que estamos jodidos.
Thanks, Linda.
Bien, vamos a ver otro momentito si pasa lo que quería yo. Ahora Jenkins no debería estar aquí. Perfecto. Ahora lo encontraremos en la barra del bar. Y más que nada importante saber dónde se sienta. Coño.
My God, this coffee is dreadful. You can't even mix powder and hot water properly. You've almost got to admire such a sophisticated level of stupidity. Enjoying yourself, Mr. Wright? Come on and have another one of our excellent cocktails. Enjoying yourself, Mr. Wright? Come on and have another one of our excellent cocktails.
Bueno, pues ya está. Creo que no me dejo nada por ahora, claro. Todas las
Hello,
conversaciones
Mr. Stiller. It's all right.
más o menos agotadas.
Can I?
Any
Can I? Okay.
definite?
Bueno, ha sido largo, mucha conversación, pero ya veis que esto es siniestro, muy, muy siniestro. Da miedito y todo. Pero en fin, aquí lo dejaremos. Al menos las conversaciones importantes están hechas y ya empezaremos a movernos un poco en la siguiente partida. Sabéis que esto es necesario. Y creo que al menos la información interesante, el lugar también interesante a su manera. Y nada, nos vemos ya en la próxima partida. Un saludo y a cuidarse.